Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the first episode of Juuni Taisen. So, after reading the synopsis for this one, my two immediate thoughts were, is this another Fate series? And the author must really love the number 10, the number 12, because I'm definitely seeing a recurring theme here. 12 zodiacs, 12 years, 12 tournaments, all that goodness. But yeah, all I really saw in the genres on this one was action, so if nothing else, I can expect quite a bit of action. And yeah, I don't really have much more predictions or anything beyond that, so let's get into it. As usual, there'll be no audio or footage of the anime used in the reaction for copyright reasons. There's a timer in the upper left-hand corner, and subs below me to help you follow along. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. High heels, because what better for combat, right? I take it she's the boar with the tusk things. I can't decide if that's subtle or not, but I picked up the hint either way. Even boars may become pigs after something. Hopefully she means they were evacuated and not, murdered. So I take it she's going to like a meeting place for the others, like before the tournament starts. Definitely packing a lot of heat. I still question the decision to wear high heels, but I'm not the warrior here. Of course, guns always make a pretty good key for pretty much any door. Okay, so we're like getting flashbacks to before the tournament started, like preparation for it. Because it doesn't look like she has her tusks yet. And she's fighting, looks like regular military guys. With their bare hands and not giant guns. And yet, now she's carrying guns in both her hands. So apparently the advice was not followed very well. I guess at some point she decided to go her own way. It's not like there's only one right way to go about combat. I mean, she's definitely good at hand-to-hand combat, so it's interesting that she would switch to the more high-level firepower method. Training. I guess we can see how she got that injury on her cheek before. Okay, so he's reprimanding her because she didn't take that kill in the last scene. Definitely too far. wouldn't be very easy to deal with. So happy about the killing. She should probably find a bit of a better hobby than that. And yet you were the one that was chosen for the tournament. We'll see how that goes. The greatest nobility of a boar. A hermit. If she's saying perhaps, I guess she doesn't recognize that one. Like a chicken has a pitchfork. Like a farm theme. What? Oh. Is that the snake? I totally believe you. Caught red-handed, more or less. The late boar. You can feel the enthusiasm in the room. Oh, I think he's rabbit. I make no promises. I'm not good with names. Of course. Of course you would like that. That's the monkey, the tail being a bit of a giveaway. And she clearly has a problem with the monkey. It's probably a safe assumption. They had to swallow them. I can barely swallow a pill. It's like a few of them swallow me. He's like, I was just kidding, guys. Sheesh. Yeah, I'm sure she's good at swallowing. Which he tells you after swallowing it. Of course, 12 hours. Simple enough. And the whole One Wish thing was part of what reminded me of Fate. But the other one was the one in the tournament, right? And he's definitely seen better days, I'm sure. She didn't take it well, it seems. I mean, I guess that would explain why she ended up in the tournament. She just kills her sister. Because why not? She goes to high school. I see her blushing a little bit, so makes me curious what it is. Oh wow, an NTR situation. Pretty sure she's not a high school student. I think he's dead. Sure, it's a little bit different. But she did say she liked killing earlier in the episode, so... You really should be more aware of your surroundings, buddy. Oh, wow. Trying to pretty much break her sister. So violent. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say they have a bit of a complicated family situation. I mean, I assume they'll give you an antidote when you're the winner. Yeah. You just gotta win the tournament pretty quickly. Yeah. That would not be good. So they're pretty sturdy then. Some people would take that as a challenge. I mean, you just cut them open, take it out. But it does make sense the sheep liking explosions, because I have seen exploding sheeps in games before. So there are 11, right, since one of them was killed by his brother. I'm pretty sure I recognize that voice actress. I'm sure most, if not everyone's gonna die. He was the sleeping one, right? Oh. I really wish he had put on a bit more clothes. Everyone puts their hand down. That escalated quickly. A 3D candle. I mean, at least the whole building didn't collapse. Well, we know it wasn't you since we're in your head. Team Monkey. Is that really supposed to be one giant rabbit tail? She names her guns, because of course she does. Is it gonna go that well? Oh. Killing psychotically. A fun matchup. Short range versus long range. Didn't take into that consideration, did you? I don't think anyone believed you anyway. Oh, yeah. He can kill her and then bring her back as... That seems pretty unfair, honestly. Whew. That tail is so comically large. A preview. Mongrel and fowl. I guess that's dog and chicken. I really do love English in anime. So, that was the first episode of Juuni Taisen, something like that. And yeah, most of the episode did seem to focus on Boar. We even got a backstory flashback of her, which in retrospect makes sense because generally before a character dies you get some flashbacks and whatnot of them, which is usually taken as a death flag. But in the first episode I don't really expect it to be a death flag. It can just be kind of like a setup telling you this is the main character, but not in a show like this. I don't think we're really going to have a main character. It's going to be just kind of a little bit of everyone. Because it was kind of setting up like Boar was going to be the main character, but it's clearly not. She was killed by the rabbit/snake dead combo deal. But yeah, I do wonder who's the one that collapsed the floor there. My first guess would be the sheep because he mentioned explosions, but was that Like, I mean, I guess it was an explosion. It looked more like a supersonic sound wave thing to me, but it all happened pretty quickly. And everyone scattered just as quickly. But yeah. The flashback was interesting. Like, we got to see Boar training. Like, before she seemed to be more favor hand-to-hand combat, but at some point she switched to double guns strategy. Which has probably worked out pretty well for her, until now. But yeah, it seemed like her sister was going to initially be the one in the tournament, but then she basically broke her sister to the point where she killed herself, it looked like. Which kind of, process of elimination, she became the new member of the tournament, which worked out wonderfully for her, as you can see. How cocky she was. But yeah. I mean, it was an alright first episode. Like, I'm not going to scream anime of the season or anything yet. But it definitely has my interest, so I'll stick with it. For at least the first 3 episodes, to see how it goes. The first fight of the show was wrapped up pretty quickly. So, I mean, they said the tournament only really lasts for like 12 hours before the poison takes effect. I think that's what they said. Which, if that's the case, the fight should go by pretty quickly. The monkey was obviously trying to start some kind of alliance or something there. We'll see how well that really turns out for them. The boar didn't like Monkey right after the gate. He definitely had a personality difference there. But I think that's all I really had to say on this one. So let me know what you thought of the anime. What you thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.